So hello everyone. Today we are going to see about pectoral region as well as brachial nerves and all. So the superficial muscles which we are able to focus, This is nothing but our pectoralis major. I'll tell the insertion as well as origin. Here it is little bit different. The insertion is here and the origin is here. Usually this is little bit disliked from the lower extremity. So the origin, as we can see, this is clavicle. So some of the part of the origin will be clavicle, some of the part will be the manubrium, some of the part will be the sternum, and some of the part will be our ribs. So if you are able to see the reflection, we can see here medial 2/3 of this clavicle is one of the origin of pectoralis major. Then lateral side of manubrium is also one of the origin. The ribs, we have to count them. So from second to sixth rib is origin for this pectoralis major, and we can see a little bit sternum is also involved in this. The insertion is big insertion, but we can summarize it as bilaminar insert. It's a bilaminar muscle, so it should have a bilaminar insertion. It is called as bilaminar insertion in bicipital groove. Actually, to be more specific, it should be lateral lip of bicipital groove, but in general we can take it as a bicipital groove. Now if we will reflect this muscle, we can see here, if you closely see here, this is the vessels of thoracoacromial vessels. This is some of the branches of thoracoacromial vessels. So this muscle which we are able to reflect here, will not reflect this, but just focus. This muscle is nothing but our pectoralis minor muscle. We can easily see where is the origin here. See, some of the ribs will be involved and some of the intercostal muscles will be involved, and of course they both are covered by fascia, so fascia is also involved. So the insertion is origin is 3, 4, 5 ribs. They are in between intercostal muscles as well as the fascia of the ribs. Correct. See, this is the insertion. This was the origin. Insertion goes back to the scapula, whereas there is a prominent process called as coracoid process. That will be the pectoralis minor insertion. So we have to abduct this muscle to see brachial nerves. So, which we are able to focus here, so many vessels are there. And if we see here, this is not a vessel, this is a muscle. This is not a vessel, this is a muscle, because if we trace it back, we are able to see its tendon. So this is a muscle, not a vessel. So we were focusing on, we know that there are three parts. See, this is the first part, this is the second part, this is the third part. The thing or the muscle which divides them into these three parts is our pectoralis minor. It divides the whole thing, like the axillary artery, into first, second, third part. Whatever is in below the pectoralis minor is second part. Above the like in front of the pectoralis minor is first part, and this all is third part. So if we go more closely, we'll check on the vessels now. We know artery and vein are very much flat, like they can be compressed easily, but nerves are not compressed easily. Nerves are very much thick and they are very tensile strength. So this C, if I hold it, it is flattening. So this is of course an artery. This is our axillary artery. This is one of the branches of axillary artery, because there are branchings here. This is our axillary artery. There is also axillary vein, which is this side. See, this is our axillary vein. This is our axillary vein. Okay, if we come this side, we are able to see a thick structure. This is nothing but our median vein. Median nerve. This is our median, not medial, median. Okay, see, this is what's one of the important nerves. This is nothing but musculocutaneous nerve. How we'll identify it is that there's a muscle which is, this nerve is going inside the muscle. So that is the landmark point of this musculocutaneous nerve. Okay. Then if we dive deep into this, see this, there is little bit difference in size of these nerves. There is little bit difference of size in this nerve. This is a small nerve, this is a big nerve comparatively, if we compare them both. This big nerve is nothing but our ulnar nerve. This small nerve is nothing but our musculocutaneous nerve of forearm. There is also musculocutaneous nerve of arm, but that usually comes out with the fascia we are removing. So these two nerves, the thick one is ulnar nerve, the comparatively smaller one is our musculocutaneous nerve of forearm. If you come more on this side, see this again big what is that nerve is there. This is nothing but our radial nerve. It lies, the landmark point for this radial nerve is our axillary artery. This axillary artery is covering the radial nerve. Here we are able to see it by naked eye because the thing where I told its axillary artery is covering the radial nerve, it is on the second part and starting point of the third part. We have came here down, so the vessels have been slided down. So this is radial nerve. If you trace radial nerve upwards, there is another nerve which is important to us, is nothing but our axillary nerve. Let me show it to you. Axillary nerve. Yeah, we are able to see that now. See this nerve, when I traced it, the radial nerve, when I traced it upwards, we are able to see this is our nothing but axillary nerve. So this is, if you come this side, on the thorax side, we are able to see here one nerve. This is nothing but our long thoracic nerve. These are nothing but, there is one more nerve here, subscapular nerve. See this, which supplies the subscapularis. There is one more nerve called as subscapular nerve, and these are the vessels of subscapula. That's what today's video about. Thank you.